Hello and welcome back to South Llano State Park. We're doing another exciting section of our ASMR nature series called Hike and Bike Trails. Let's go ahead, grab a map, lace up our hiking boots, and head on out to the trails. So here we are at one of our trailheads, and we're going to be talking about some of the leave no trace principles to practice while hiking and biking.
So know before you go. So knowing before you go means knowing the weather, right? So right now here in Texas, it is hot. So it's going to be very sunny, very hot. So knowing your weather, knowing where you're actually going. Sometimes we get confused a lot of the time because we're called South Llano River, that we're actually in Llano, Texas. We are not. We are actually situated in Junction, Texas. So double checking where you're going, double checking the weather, even check the park's event page on the TPWD website, so you can kind of know what activities are being offered when you get here, are all great things to know before you come.
The next one is going to be choose the right path. You want to make sure to always pick up a trail map at the park headquarters so you don't get lost on the trail. That also means staying on the trail. We don't want to create new destructive trails through different parts that were not planned because that will disturb our wildlife and our fauna.
The next one is going to be pack in and pack out. So basically that means whatever you bring on the trail, make sure that it leaves with you. So especially when you backpack camp or camping in primitive, whatever trash or anything you accumulate while you're back there, it needs to leave with you. Also, if you have a furry friend with you on the hike, yes, you have to pick up their poop and you have to take it with them. A lot of times dogs, you can buy a vest for them and they can carry their own poop, if that's something you want to do. But yes, everything you bring on the trail, it has to come back with you when you leave.
And then another thing is to leave what you find. A lot of people like to pick up rocks, take flowers, take tree branches, smack stuff around, drag them through the trail. You don't want to take anything with you because that's all a crucial part of the environment here. Like, if you take a rock, you're taking some bugs home. Like, a flower, a bee could be hungry. Like, we want to make sure we leave all parts of our environment where we found them.
Yeah, no, it's all great. Also, another one is respect the wildlife. And so when you come out to a park, you're coming out into their home. And so you're bound to see a lot of wildlife depending on where you are in the state. I know we have a lot of armadillos, people see foxes, deer, all right? There's deer everywhere, there's hogs. So there's a great rule of thumb when dealing with wildlife. So if you stick your arm up and you have a thumbs up, your thumb should cover whatever animal it is. So if it's a deer, you want your thumb to cover the deer. And if it covers the entirety of the deer, that means you're a good distance away from that animal. Obviously take cues from it, especially for moms with little fawns or things like that. But it's a good rule of thumb to remember when dealing with wildlife.
And then our last suggestion is going to be kind to your fellow hikers and bikers. We don't want to push anyone off the trail, be loud and disruptive, be rude to anyone as they're walking. Just generally be kind, don't bully people, share the trail.
Yeah, those are all great principles.
Yeah, let's take a look inside our hiking backpack now. Go ahead.
All right, so let's see what's in our hiking backpack for a normal day going out for day hikes, right? So this is going to be just for the day. This is not going out backpacking and you're going to camp. So this is mainly for a good 2 to 4 hour hike, right? So you have your good old trusty backpack that may or may not have seen some years on it, right? And then obviously you want to know where you're going. So you're going to need to pick up one of the park's trail maps. And these trail maps are really cool because they have the topography lines already on them, so you kind of know what you're getting into, whether or not you're going up hills or if it's necessarily flat area. And so you definitely want to have a good map on hand because obviously cell phones, depending on where you're hiking, your cell phone is not always going to be useful, right? You might not get enough cell signal to actually, use it, right? Obviously, you're going to want to bring water, right, guys? So you need to be about 1 full Nalgene, right? This is a regular 32-ounce Nalgene. You're going to need one of these size water bottles, per hour that you're out, guys. So that means a lot of water, okay? I cannot stress that enough, especially in Texas heat. Bring water, guys. Also, just to spice it up a little bit, some sort of electrolytes, either a Gatorade, or you can even have those Propel packets that you just stick in your backpack and add to your water, however you want to do that. And then obviously a wholesome snack, right? Everybody gets a little hungry on a hike, right? So we're gonna want some of those wholesome snacks. Couple emergency things, have a first aid kit. It doesn't have to necessarily look like this. It can look like a Ziploc bag with some Band-Aids and Neosporin, however you want to do that. But just make sure it's got all the basics in it, Band-Aids, gauze. Depending on where you are, you may want some sort of splint kit with you, but for just average, moderate hiking, Band-Aids, Neosporin, those types of things will get you by. Also, even if you don't plan on it, bring a flashlight, because you never know, you might get lost, and you'd rather have a flashlight than not have a flashlight. So these are all just kind of basic things you should have in your hiking backpack for day hikes. Again, like I said, this is just for day hikes. There's obviously things you can add to this, but this is definitely kind of the baseline. So along with what we went over in our day hike for hiking backpack, we're going to talk a little bit about kind of the add-ons for biking, right? So obviously you're going to want a helmet of some sort, right? This is really important for mountain biking, going on these trails, you go on hills and rocks and slip. The helmet is really important, guys. So make sure you bring your helmet. Also, bring supplies you need to patch a flat on the fly, right? We have these patches. There's different supplies you can buy. These fit really great inside your backpack. Before you even get on the trails, make sure you clean your chain, check your bikes, check the pressure on your check your tire pressure, obviously. And then obviously this is a bit bulky for a backpack. But if you're really, if this is all you have, please take it with you. It can help you. If you get a flat, then you can just keep airing it as long as you can to get back to the trail start. But definitely check your tire pressure before you even head out. So these are just a few add-ons to make biking a little more, more pleasant and safe for when you come out to different state parks to bike.